Hello, hello, hello. This is Tom from Tom and Ruth Philippine Adventures. It's been a while since I've done a video. This one may be a 5-minute or 8-minute, whatever, but I'll try to keep it short as possible. I'm going to talk today about guys are messaging me, thinking about coming back to the United States of America, and they're asking about things. And the ones that are messaging are the ones that's been there for years. And they've been there the 8 years, the 10 years, the 5 years. And they're just really tired of being there. They want to come back to the States. And there are reasons. There's different reasons for everybody, many different reasons. So what do you do when you come back to the United States? What do you do? What can you do for a living, maybe? Well, here's number one. Hopefully you're coming back. Hopefully you plan to get your wife come with you in a visa. Or whether you're coming back without your family, I have no idea. There was a gentleman doing that. But I said the best thing to do is always, your wife's going to be working. And so that'll be added income too, plus your retirement. Now, a lot of guys, of course, are on Social Security. They're making anywhere from 8 to 15 or 8 to 3 grand or whatever a month on that. What you have to do, you have to find something that you enjoy doing that you used to do. There are jobs here, plenty of jobs. Whether you want to do them or not, there are plenty of jobs here to do. In fact, I get people in the car all the time. And I had an opportunity to speak this. I should do videos when I talk to pace setter, labor finders. I should do a video on that, but I find myself always doing something else and never opportune time. Where they're actually looking for people. Like, for example, they were looking for someone in production line, or they were working in the factory, air conditioned factory, Amazon, all these places like Amazon, Trader Joe's here. Amazon's growing like crazy. They just hired 600 more people for another plant. They just hired 1,200 people for another plant 25 miles from here. So they're hiring like crazy. Now, how long will those jobs last? I have no idea. I foresee the future, robots coming in, and a lot of the plants are becoming robotic now anyway. So, no different than my job. You know, the robo-taxis. I understand where they have robo-taxis in Austin, Texas, and the Waymos. There's no Uber Lyft drivers anymore. There are, but they're starving. They're quitting. They're quitting like flies because they've taken over the market. Eventually next year, they're going to have about 1 million cars on the road. That's just Uber, not counting a robo-taxi with Jeff Bezos. It's not counting Waymo and some of the other companies out there that started their thing. So there are things that you can do here. You can come back here. I mean, here's something that a gentleman was telling me at the flea market. He's looking for somebody to work at the flea market. So they pay him $20 an hour. So work Saturday and Sunday. So he could have a couple days off because he works farming, this, that, and other. He says finding somebody is a nightmare. $20 an hour. I mean, you know, make a couple $100 right there a day, you know. So because they work like 10, 12-hour shifts because open and close, you know. So you think about it, there are opportunities here. You just have to go out and find them. Now, another thing I want to talk about is are there places that you can live? And it depends in the country where you want to live. And how can you live inexpensively? Apartments are out of sight now. Housing's even out of sight. But that little bubble's starting to crack a little bit. It's starting to crack a little bit. I see apartments. Buy a month, get a month free. Your first year half off. Now, why are they doing that? Well, because the market, they've overbuilt these things, and they've got like 6 or 7 new apartments being built within a 30-mile radius a year. Now, I'm talking apartments, meaning we're talking, 400, 600, 800 units. We're talking huge complexes. How are they going to fill them? Don't know. People are moving in here because they're transferring here from other parts of the United States. They're tired of paying taxes up north. That's what it is. They're tired of paying taxes. So you can certainly see little things change, crack a little bit. Housing's going up a little bit, but it's actually maintaining. I hear people are kind of not getting into the housing market right now. They're kind of laying back to see what's happening, what's going on. They're watching all kinds of other factors. There's a lot of things going on, you guys know. But really, overall, you can find housing fairly decent, fairly cheap. A new trend is seeming to be coming that I see it's really a growing trend. You can buy these tiny homes, really nice homes. You can buy them like I did in my expandable house. You can even bring an expandable house here, decorate it up, make it 2-story, and you can bring it in here probably for about $6-7 grand, maybe $8 grand. And I'm talking about bringing in, including that. You can buy them for like 6-7. Cost you $1 grand or $2 to bring them in, put them up, open them up, put them on concrete pad, however you want to do it. Put it on gravel. It don't matter. It's metal. Just as long as you have some kind of, it needs to be stable. You can actually put it on stilts. My house came with stilts. I could put it on stilts. You know, it's like 3 feet, 4 feet stilts. So there are things you can do about that. These tiny homes are going anywhere from, right now, they're seeing the market. So these guys are actually building these things and selling for like 40, 50 grand. They're not worth it. You could actually build your own yourself if you had to. But you could, because all you need is a couple of electrician and plumber, you know. If you have a little carpenter experience, you could build these things yourself. They're nothing to them. The thing, there's some 30, 40 grand, but you can buy them right now for about $15,000 to $18,000. And they have situations where you can actually buy here, pay here, meaning you buy it or rent it and rent to own. And that's what they're doing. A lot of these apartments are starting to, not a lot, some apartments doing rent to own and trying to turn them into condos. Because they can't get people that want to lease those, do those. Because you're leasing it, you got to put like 3, 4, 5 grand down. There's one guy put 9 grand down. He's paying $3,000 a month. He had to put 9 grand down. I said, why didn't you just buy a house? So it makes you wonder mindsets. But the market was at that time that's the way it was. Now it's a little bit different, and it's changed a lot since I've been here. I mean, it has changed a lot, meaning to the benefit of people. So there are places, I'm talking about Florida where I live. I don't know about anywhere else, or you guys are coming from what part of the country, but really overall, if you were to really look at it in detail, you can do it. And you don't have to worry about banking here like you do in the Philippines. You don't have to worry about health care as much if you get into age, because the plans that are out there now, here's an example. You pay the $170 a month for your Medicare, and then they give you $325 a month in groceries and other things. So you can actually buy other things and groceries. So that care is taken care of. Of course, I'm talking 65 and above. So that care is taken care of. And then they also give you rides. You get somewhat like, it varies what plan you have. Some guys are getting 900 rides a year. Some are getting a lot less than that. They take you rides to the doctor, rides to the pharmacy, which is Walmart, Walgreens, places you need to go, things like that. Whether you go get prescriptions or not, a lot of the guys are using that to their advantage because you get like tons and tons of rides, so they take advantage of that. So I take them all the time. People do it all the time. The thing also, that healthcare is taken care of. Food, it's like anything else. You got to shop it, but you're getting quality food. You're actually getting quality food, meaning if you want to buy junk, you can get junk. In the Philippines, you're not really quite sure. It's like somebody was saying the other day, it's like the normal thing. I mean, me catching scabies in the Philippines and typhoid fever, and I mean, so many things that happened to me in my health. Come back to the States, okay now. So you just gotta, I don't know, plan it out. Just plan it out. Each place has its advantages and disadvantages. So when you get tired of U.S., you scoot back over like a snowbird, stay in the Philippines 2-3 months. Figure out your job situation, then go back. They have what they call guys that go to parks, and you travel to each park, and they pay the husband and or wife. You get $20 an hour. The wife works inside. It's campers, and the guy gets 20, so you're making 40 an hour. You work 20 hours a piece, 1,600 a week, and then you take that, and then you don't pay any lot rent, so free rent, and then you get percentage off in the store by working there. They're happy. You can go on the campsites and get those jobs. There's many of those jobs. I saw 4 or 5 the other day scattered here. All you gotta do is just go there and take your RV there and park it, and you're set. But we can't do it because we have our baby and our daughter. So when they get here, we'll figure something out once you graduate school and things like that. Figure it out. Me and Ruth will do some camping and work. I'll pick up trash and fill propane tanks. I mean, you know what I'm saying. Go pick up garbage. It's okay. I'll make 20 an hour doing that. And but there are opportunities, and you just have to plan it out. Sorry for jabbering. I was trying to think. Delivery driver for the other day. The delivery, they're looking for Voltran drivers right now, and they're looking for delivery drivers like Walgreens and Walmart. Looking for delivery drivers. I looked into that, but the problem was it was the hourly situation. I didn't want to work all those hours that they wanted you to work. I don't mind working 12, 14 hours a day, but I don't want to be working the way they had it scheduled. It was, you have to go to the need. I'm not an afternoon, evening, night person. I'm not a person that started at 5 o'clock and worked to midnight. I'm just not one of those guys. I'll work from 4 a.m. to 9 p.m. No worries. But I'm just not one of those guys to do that. But I'm jabbering on. I want to thank everybody for always watching my videos. I did this video because people have asked me. I'm really at fault for not getting back to a lot of guys, and I apologize to it. And I apologize for a lot of guys emailing for the last year. I've just been working so much, and it's just hard for me to get around. It's hard for me to do everything because here it is noon. I'm heading home because I've been up since 3 o'clock this morning and working. So I'm kind of tired, Go home, take a nap, old man nap. God bless everybody, and I'll see you guys next time on Tom and Ruth Philippine Adventures.